Words can work miracles. That's why communication is so important. Words can work miracles. Words are powerful. Words are almost godlike. In fact, ancient script says the word was God. God was the word. Wow, words and God. What if somebody can't possibly see how they could do well, how they could become successful, how they could transform their lives and their health, their future, and their finances, spiritually, and every other way? They can't see, and you come along and share your story, and maybe borrow some other stories. And by the time you get through with a good presentation to this person, they say, now I can see. Before you got here, I was blind. I was in the dark. And while you were talking, some things dawned on me. Is it possible to create light with human intelligence, with words? And the answer is, of course, of course. Here's part of the spectacular opportunity as a human being. One person talking to another. It's got so much power, so much potential. A mother talking to a daughter, a father talking to a son, salesperson talking to a client. Nothing more magical and powerful, awe-inspiring than words have the ability to dramatically affect people's lives and futures. So become a good communicator. Let me give you some good keys to good communication. Here's number one, have something good to say. Communication starts with preparation. Getting ready to speak this year, getting ready to speak next year. Attend the classes, read the books, have something good to say. Here's 4 good words to help you to have something good to say. One is interest. Develop a new interest in people and life, what's going on, economics, politics, religion, social structure, possibilities, opportunities. Develop a new interest. Here's the next word, fascination. Goes that step beyond interest. That's why kids learn so much that first 6 years. Fascination. Adults are walking on ants. Kids are saying, don't walk on these ants. I'm studying these ants. I'm looking at these ants. Kids are so fascinated. How come an ant can carry something bigger than he is? That's how come they learn so much. They're fascinated. And here's another little clue I've learned. Turn frustration into fascination. If you can, you'll learn more. I've worked on this. I'm pretty good at it. Out in Los Angeles, I'm on the freeway. My airplane leaves in 45 minutes. The traffic is moving not 1 inch. I am now fascinated. I'm telling you. Now, it doesn't work every time. That's true, but every time it does work, I'm telling you, you'll come away with more. Learn to be fascinated instead of frustrated if you possibly can. Turn that little scenario on for yourself. Next is sensitivity. You got to understand, we use the phrase where people are coming from, where they've been, what's going on. Sensitivity training is so important. People not like you, people that have got challenges and problems and difficulties. You got to do your best to be sensitive to other people, where they find themselves, the pit they might be in currently, what's going on. Be sensitive to that. Here's two of the greatest things said about Jesus. One, it said he was touched. He was touched by where he found some people. He was touched by the misery he found some people in. He was touched. He was touched. And here's the other word. He was moved, it said. He was moved, touched and moved. If you really want to communicate well, you got to be touched and moved. Not just by your own drama of life, but by the drama you know is going on in other people's lives. Sensitivity. How does an adult 40 talk to a child who's 12? You got to be sensitive. Not just to your current situation. One of the best ways to identify with a child who's 12 and you're 40 is remember when you were 12. Go back, remember the scenario, and let it hit you again, let it touch you again. I don't have any problems with 12-year-olds. I remember almost every day of being 12. 12 is a unique year. One, you're not 13. I mean, if I heard it once, I heard it 100 times. Of course you can't go, you're not a teenager. Wow, I can't wait for this year to be finished. Remember, that's part of sensitivity. Remember. Apostle. One who became an apostle, leader of the Christians, was once Saul from Tarsus, hater and killer of the Christians. After he was converted, became a leader, became Paul apostle, revered. Why was he so effective in his language, in his ability to touch people with his words and with his presence? If you read part of the scenario of his history, he gave an account of his own life and said, here's why I think I'm so effective. I remember the pit I came from. Sure, they call me apostle, but I used to kill these Christians, and I never forget that. If I want to get in touch with other people's difficulty, I got to remember my own difficulty. Let it hurt again. That's what makes a good performance. A good actor, a good actress. The emotion close to the surface from the remembrance of things past. And then well-chosen words delivered with emotion, power. The last word is knowledge. You just got to go through exercises like this. Take the notes, work hard, roll up your sleeves, go to work. Gather the knowledge in journals, gather the knowledge in notebooks, gather the knowledge in a library and cassettes and videos and every other means. Gather knowledge. Don't be lazy in learning. A major part of communication is preparation. Now here's the next part of good communication. Say it well. One is having something good to say. Number two is saying it well. Let me give you a quick list on saying it well. Number one, sincerity. Best place to start if you want to communicate well is let your sincerity show. Next is repetition, the mother of skill. I've been at this 33 years. Somebody says, well, you give a pretty good seminar. I should. 33 years. Next, brevity. Sometimes you don't need many words if you're totally sincere, I'm telling you. Jesus' presentation and gathering up his team called disciples was fairly short. He just walked around the countryside, took a look at somebody and said, you follow me. That's brief. I mean, that's short. Now, why could he get by with such few words? And this takes care of a lot that I've tried to share with you today called personal development. Here's why I think Jesus could get by with such few words. For all that he was, that he didn't have to say. Take that scenario home. For all that I am, that I don't have to say. Just a few words could be dynamic in affecting someone else's life. A child, a business colleague, a sales client. Next, vocabulary. Got to work on your vocabulary. Some of my friends took a survey among prisoners working on some rehabilitation program. They weren't particularly looking for this, but here's what they found. There's definitely a relationship between vocabulary and behavior. And here's what they found out. The more limited the vocabulary, the more tendency to poor behavior. And when you think about it for a while, it makes sense. Words are a way of seeing. And if you don't have a good vocabulary, you can't see very well. Can you imagine the mistakes in judgment when you can't see very well? Next, words are a way of expressing what's going on in your head, what's going on in your heart. What if you can't see well and you can't express well? You can imagine the tragic scenario of 5 years of that, 10 years of that, 20 years of that showing no improvement. Behavior now becomes a major problem. And that person's world gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Why? They can't see and they can't express. And finally, they don't need much bigger place than a 10 by 12 cell. Their world is so small anyway, don't need much bigger place. I'm asking you to stretch your vocabulary. I used to put words up on a 3 by 5 card. I drove a lot back in those days, but at the end of the day, I'd mastered 2 or 3 words. My oldest daughter, Linda, with my grandkids, starts the day with what's called the word for the day. She writes it on a chalkboard, the word for the day. And the kids memorize that word and the meaning of the word. And several times during that day, Linda, my daughter, would say, "What's the word for the day?" Natalie would say, "Superficial." And she would say, "Nathaniel, what does that mean?" "On the surface." Why not learn a word a day? Why not add to your vocabulary so you can see more, see better, and express better? Put out in words what's in your heart, what's in your soul, what's in your mind. So say it well. Here's number 3. Number 1 was have something good to say. Number 2, say it well. Here's number 3. Read your audience. These are just simple concepts now. You've got to add some of the details, but that's what I'm mainly good for, is concepts. Read your audience. If you're talking to a child, you got to study the face of the child. You got to study a little body language. You got to study what's going on. So you'll know whether to shift gears, come on a little stronger, ease off a little, might be too strong. Search for another illustration, soft, strong. A lot of that is dictated by reading your audience. When I first started lecturing, I had some challenges here. I was so absorbed in my notes, lecturing like this. I'm telling you, in those early days, the audience could have left and I'd have kept right on going. I didn't know what was going on down here. I didn't know what was going on over here. I didn't have any idea what was happening over here. Whether I should come on a little stronger, ease back. I didn't know. I couldn't read my audience. So read your audience. A prospect, read. Now let me give you some ways to read. Number 1, by what you see. Body language tells us some things. How to shift gears, whether to go on, whether to stop. If you're talking to somebody and they're leaning toward the door, that means you gotta hurry, right? They're not gonna be here long. Body language. Guy's got his arms folded, chin tucked down. You got your work cut out for you. You're gonna have to reach deep in your bag. Find some extraordinary stories. This one's not gonna be easy. What tells you that? Reading what you see. Here's the next one. Read what you hear. You've got to read a child's impatience. Kids don't mind telling you whether they're bored or impatient. Kids' attention span is short. It doesn't last long. You got to get it said. You start talking to a child, 30 seconds, they say, "How long is this gonna take?" Whoa! Listen. Listen for the response. Now you'll know whether to shift gears, change your language, find a new illustration, soften, stronger. Read your audience. Read what you see, read what you hear. And here's one of the most important. Read what you feel. Now, women are probably better at this than men when it comes to picking up emotional signals. Men, they can see, and men, they can hear, but it takes a little training for a man to pick up those emotional signals that are so important so you don't say the wrong stuff. Because it's so easy to make a mistake in language. What if you meant to say to someone you care about? What if you meant to say, "What's troubling you?" And instead you said, "What's wrong with you?" Communication. So read the emotional signals. If we could learn from the women on this emotion. Women have this uncanny antenna picking up this stuff. Woman says, "Doesn't feel right." I mean, what does that mean? It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Women have got it though. Seems to be built in. Especially danger. Women pick it up quicker than men. It's built in, I think. Way back, right? Man was the provider, mama was the protector at home. So she picked up this scenario of danger, I think, these signals. But they are good. In the middle of the night, mama wakes up. The baby cries, mama wakes up. Papa snooze. The faintest cry, mama's awake. Or she nudges her husband and says, go look, something isn't right. He says, what do you mean it isn't right? She says, no, go look. He said, hey, everything's okay. She says, go look. He says, okay. And he gets out of bed, goes downstairs. The front door is open. How did she know that? We don't know. I mean, she just knows. She just knows. But I'm telling you, it's so valuable in communication to be able to pick up the emotional signals as well as what you see and as well as what you hear. It's so important. But women are good. Ancient scenario says this: there are shepherds and there are sheep and there are wolves. What a good life scenario. But it doesn't stop there. This ancient scenario says also, some wolves are so clever, they've learned to dress up like sheep. Now you got to have a woman. Got to have a woman. Man says, looks like a sheep, talks like a sheep. Woman says, ain't no sheep. Take my word for it. They know. Read. Pick up the signals. Don't ignore the signals. Develop this personal development scenario, communication, financial independence, and all the rest. Now here's the last part. Intensity. Words mixed with emotion. Words mixed with hate. Words mixed with love. Words mixed with faith. Words mixed with courage. That's what's powerful. Words have a certain effect, but words loaded with emotion have an incredible effect. If I had a little straight pin, right? Guy buys a shirt, it's got all these little pins in it. I take out all these pins. If I took one of those little straight pins and I threw it at you, and let's say it reached you and hit you in the face or hit you in the hand, you'd feel it. This little straight pin, you'd feel it. That means I got you with my words. But what if I took that little straight pin and wired it to the end of an iron bar about that long? See, I can drive that pin through your heart. The pin is the words, the iron bar is the emotions. The emotions. Here's the best I can share with you. Put more of you into what you say. Don't be casual in language. Don't be casual in words. Casualness leads to casualties on the freeway and in communication. Don't be lazy in learning good communication. And put more of you. Now here's the last thought. The emotions must be measured. It can't be too much for the occasion if it's not called for. In leadership we teach, don't shoot a cannon at a rabbit. It's effective, but you got no more rabbit. So here's some of the most powerful scenario in communication. Here it is. Well-chosen words mixed with measured emotion. The basis of affecting people with good communication. Well-chosen words mixed with measured emotion. And one last point on communication. The more you care, the stronger you can be. The more you care as a mother, the stronger you can be with your children. The more you care as a father, the stronger you can be. The more you care as a leader, the stronger you can be in helping to solve problems, getting on somebody's case. The more you care. But you gotta care. I don't mind a minister consigning my soul to hellfire for my sinful ways. I don't mind that. If he believes it, I don't mind him consigning my soul to hellfire for my sinful ways, as long as he does it with tears and not with joy. If you're going to preach a message on hellfire and consign people to hell's fire, you got to cry and sob your way through a sermon on hellfire. We would all dismiss as a performance a dry-eyed sermon on hellfire. You can't legitimately preach hellfire unless your heart breaks. Otherwise, it's a performance. Otherwise, we could all dismiss it. Why? The heart's not there. There are some conversations that don't make sense unless they're accompanied by tears. It doesn't mean anything unless it's accompanied by a broken heart. Learn measured emotions. Remember, draw from. Well-chosen words, expanded vocabulary. Be interested and fascinated. Pull all this together. I'm telling you, your ability to touch other people will grow day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year.
Dark sauce. What a pleasant surprise.
This morning's full of surprises, Leonidas.
We've been tricked.
I'll be over a few hundred. This is a surprise.
Silence. We heard Sparta was on the warpath. We were eager to join forces.
If it is blood you seek, you're welcome to join us.
But you bring only this handful of soldiers against Xerxes? You see, I was wrong to expect Sparta's commitment to at least match our own.
You, there. What is your profession?
I'm a potter. So.
And you, Arcadian, what is your profession?
Sculptor, sir.
You?
Blacksmith.
Attacks! What is your profession? You see, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.
Gladiators, what is your profession? Moderators, let's go. Please type your name in the chat room and where you're calling from. Let's go, family.
Miss Trina James.
Shirley Smith. Pamela
James Gang in the
Dixon,
house.
Shelton Hodges.
Regina
Showing
Wall.
up in the building.
Keisha.
Janine Hunter.
Just
Scotty
Bell
Bell
out of Las
Vegas. Wonderland.
Eric Teray Muhammad.
The McKnights are in the building.
Brother Grande.
Richard Shelton.
Rico Dalco is in the building.
Gilliam in the house.
Sherry Brown is in the building.
Tatiana in the house. George Hutchinson.
Wesker, Rebecca Toon is in the building.
Sister Denise.
Ron Newton, Douglasville, Georgia.
New York. Phyllis Jones.
Darlene Kelly.
Hey, Tusky. Hey.
Danny D. James.
In the house.
Houston.
Sister Hattie Young.
Those two sisters.
In the house. Gladys Miller.
Louis Cox.
Boss is in the building.
James
Yes,
Hackett.
yes. Reggie Scott's here.
Willie
Let's
Maker.
go.
Yeah, my man.
Awu.
Dante Taylor on the ones and twos.
Y'all.
Taylor gang, baby. Let's go.
Hey,
And the best
Gang,
fans
let's
in the house. Let's go.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
Winners never quit, but a quitter never wins. Once again, it is on Family Peace. This is your boy Dante Taylor, aka Mr. Gold Collector, and it is truly an honor and a privilege to be the host of this Tell the Truth Thursday Power Call. We're going to talk about some words this morning, y'all. I'm excited. I can't wait. I want to let you know that I am reaching out to you guys from, yes, don't get upset. It's still sunny out here in Southern California. I know some of you guys are getting a little rain and getting a little snow, but know that it's always sunny when you're on the power call, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, before we get started with this amazing day, because we are living, we are here. So it is truly a blessing. So it is an amazing day, regardless of the weather, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes. But before we get started, what we're going to do, we're going to have our mission statement. Wealth Builders Worldwide mission statement. It is the truth because, ladies and gentlemen, we stand for something. So I'm going to go through this mission statement real quick. So for the new guests on the line, if you don't know, if you've been invited, first off, we welcome you. We thank you for joining us this morning. And here is our mission statement. And it is just this simple, ladies and gentlemen. Our mission is to provide individuals worldwide with the tools required to enhance their lives. achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople, and we are a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services. Not at all. We sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never, ever giving up because we know that this is a noble cause. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, once again, I want to welcome you to the Tell the Truth Thursday Power Call, and we're going to talk about this pre-call. And I don't want to be too long with it, but I want to start off like this. My grandmother used to tell me when I was a youngster, boy, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. And I used to just think that my grandmother was just on us or on me, whatever. I grew up with the old school strict parents. Some of you guys know, how that is. But she used to always say, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. I understand that now because we understand that communication and how you communicate is important. Words are powerful. There's power in the tongue. There's the power of life and death in the tongue. Like, I don't know if you understand that statement, but that's a true statement. That's in the good book. There's power in the tongue. So how we communicate to people, how we communicate with people, how we converse, how we fellowship with people is key. I mean, it is truly key. Brother said, well-chosen words with measured emotion. How many of you guys listen to Mr. Michael L. Dalco? You can raise your hand. Most of us, 99% of us on here, we all listen to Mr. Michael L. Dalco. When you hear him, don't you feel him? You're not just listening to him. Well, hopefully you're listening to him, but aren't you able to feel his passion? Aren't you able to feel what he exudes? His passion for this organization, for this family, for this team, for freedom. When you hear Mr. Best talk, when you hear him talk about freedom, when you see tears come in his eyes when he's talking about freedom, he's not talking about himself, he's free. The brother is free, but he's communicating with us. We're able to see and feel because we understand that there's power. And Mr. Best understands that power. Mr. Delco understands that power. Mr. Best, some of us have gotten that, and you should be privileged if you have. Some of us have gotten that, and I've gotten it more than once. That infamous call from Mr. Best. And sometimes when you get that call, maybe straight after the power call, you don't know if you did something real good, if you done kind of messed up a little bit. But Mr. Best taught me something real early in my networking career. He said, Dante, it's not what you say, it's what people hear. I'm going to repeat that. It's not what you say, it's what people hear. What people hear is important. Mr. Dalco, I'm going to give you a Dalcoism. Mr. Dalco says, say as less as you can to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. Why does he say that to us? Because he's teaching us how to communicate, how to share this opportunity with the world. He's a veteran. He's an OG general. He's highly successful. I've always said it before. If Michael Jordan is trying to teach you how to dunk, it probably would behoove you to just listen a little bit. So Mr. Dalco and Mr. Best is teaching us how to dunk. They're teaching us how to communicate. They're teaching us how to share this information. Don't bombard people with all the information that you have and talk to people for 20, 30 minutes. We have a system. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on our presentations, you know that we partner with systems. We have a system in place. All you have to do is invite your people to the team. Let the experts share the information because they know how to communicate this information. It is truly important on how we communicate this opportunity to people. Well-chosen words with measured emotion. I thank you all. I'm going to digress right now because I can't wait to hear from, we have some wordsmiths Yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen, in this family. I hope maybe we can even hear something from my big brother, the linguist. I know he's in the building as well. Well, what we're going to do right now, we are going to go over to the coach, Mr. Michael, and Sister Manisha. That's Coach 2. Mr. Michael and Sister Manisha Delco, full-time, ladies and gentlemen, after being a mortgage banker for over 15 years. And I'm glad that we always put that there, because you guys, if you've been around certain successful people, if they've been in the corporate world for quite a while, normally when they're successful like that, they're not really open to a lot of opportunities because they feel that they've been so successful. His wife, successful corporate trainer, but you heard me say that they're full-time and retired. See, the brother understood that this he's done networking before, but the way that this information was relayed to him, was transferred to him, he was able to transfer this information to us. We're over 100,000 strong. We're growing. We're in a new venture. And I am loving the way that we are communicating this information to the field. So, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Mr. Free 103 himself, Mr. Michael L. Dalco. Welcome to the platform, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dante Taylor. You're looking sharp as always, man. Can't wait to see you again in person, but it is good to see you on Zoom. Thank God for Zoom. I get to see my brother's face. I get to see your head moving like literally you're alive. You're a real person. I hear your voice, but it's even better to see you. So thank you for having your cam on, family. That's amazing. I mean it. Good to see you. I miss you for real, like a brother. Miss you like a real brother. Like we're on the same mission. I've got one blood brother, and I feel as close to you, bro, as I do him, because we got that like-mindedness. Like I feel your passion, and you bringing it. You're bringing it on this call. It was a perfect tone for this call today. And I want to thank all the leaders that are on here. You make it your business to show up in this huddle every morning, like to get juiced up and get ready to go, guys, because we got some serious work ahead of us. This industry of networking, guys, it's nothing like this on the planet. You got to get through a lot of things in a journey to help people become their best self. And you got to build a relationship with them as they create that environment where they can succeed in this industry. And it's not easy. The business itself, it could not be simpler. I told Ty Best, only a human could mess this up. This thing is easy. Sign up for a GS Partners account, get that airdrop, and tell everybody living and breathing to do those 2 steps. 3 steps to this, and it's really 2. Sign up with your sponsor's link, get an airdrop, and tell everybody to do those 2 steps. Everybody, right now, that's easy. The hard part is, man, you hurt my feelings. I didn't like what you said about me. That's the hard part. You weren't there for me. Man, human beings are as individualized as thumbprints and snowflakes. There are no 2 alike. I just had twin grandbabies, but they are as different as night and day. Totally different. Came out of the matrix at the same hour, and they are completely different. No similarity whatsoever. They don't even look alike. Boy and a girl, fraternals. When you said a Dalcoism, it wasn't a Dalcoism. That was a Ty-Bestism. I don't say a lot of original things. The way you win right here, guys, is you got to turn off all those frequencies that hurt you. Your feeling, your low-level emotions, anger, envy, covetous, strife, those low-level, those things don't serve you well. You got to turn on the high energies, passion, love, acceptance, joy, excitement. Those are the energies that I live in. Now, look, do I not have those low energies? Yes, I do. I just look at them and I say, shut the hell up. I got work to do. Get out of here. I'll deal with you when I'm sitting on the toilet where you belong. I got work to do. I got lives to connect with. I got things to learn. I got to get better. If I want to, I grew a 100,000 member organization, my last company. I'm starting brand new from scratch. I got to outdo that. It took me 5 months to get to 1,000. We got to 1989 in 32 hours. I'm not playing. It's time to go. Look, Pastor Dollar taught me this. He said, you can't stop the birds from flying over your head, but you can stop them from making a nest in your hair. What he was saying was you can't stop those thoughts from flying around, but you don't have to let them land on your brain and make a nest there and just marinate on it and ruminate on it. And oh, look how she did me. Oh, look how they treat me. Oh, look what he did. Look what she did. Why are you giving that life? We give issues life. Don't spend a moment. Man, Mr. Best told me something. He just knew it was going to devastate me. I was like, bro, I don't care. Man, let's go. I don't care. Like, great. He was like, wow. I guess he can see himself duplicating in me because I don't care about the foolishness. That won't serve me. I care about what's going in this direction right here. What's going forward? What's creating wealth? Who can I help? How can I serve you? I typed on Facebook, what can WBW do better to help you build your business? And somebody will say something stupid, delete. I don't have time for it. I want a real answer. Ashar L said, we need French translation. I'm on it, Ashar. Let's find French. What helps win? Everything outside of that, I can't hear it. I can't see it. I got the blinders on. It's time to win. Back to you, Dante.
Exit stage left. I'm gone, y'all. I'm gone. I'm gone. You see what I'm saying? No words need to be stated. You heard him, but you felt the brother. You heard the brother. You felt the brother. Thank you so much, Mr. Delco. Really appreciate you for all that you do. I want to say on behalf of the Wealth Builders family, brother, we are so proud of you, seeing you over this weekend, seeing you during this merge with the leaders of GSB. Brother, your ensemble, man, I'm coming in your closet when I come to Atlanta. I know I can't fit it, but it's all to the good. I'm going to get it tailored. Brother, you looking sharp. I could probably smell you through the camera. You look like you was smelling good. You was looking good, brother. I appreciate you. We appreciate you, brother, for all that you've done, because you in this venture. You were thinking of us. You weren't thinking of yourself. I'm pretty sure you thought of yourself as well, but you were thinking of us, and we love you, and we appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Sister Mo as well. All right, family. Dun, 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 dun. I ain't got the music, Sister Sherry. I keep forgetting every time. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. It is time for the general. That's right. Mr. Tyrone Best, Sister Valerie Best, they are the CEO and founders of Wealth Builders Worldwide. But more importantly, they are our fearless leaders. They are teaching us how to dream big and then dream even bigger. Mr. Tyrone Best is a published author of many books. You need to make sure you get them all. They're easy reads, but I promise you, they will help you in your networking career and in your personal life as well. I love this brother. I love this family. And I want to bring to the platform right now, yes, drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the dream team, Mr. Tyrone, Sister Val, Gabe, and Alex, the Best family. Welcome to the platform this morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Dante Taylor. Hope everybody's doing well. Weapons Worldwide, what do we say?
Oh.
And here's Miss Valerie Best.
Good morning, good morning. I'll tell you what, great pre-call. I loved it. And what I wanted, and good morning, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Delco, Mr. Delco. What I wanted to say was, you know, one thing about Mr. Delco was he was successful, but he didn't succumb to what we call the enemy of success. When I'm successful, I'm good. You know, like he likes to have a little talk about when people say that good drives me crazy too. But he was successful, but it didn't stop him from saying, you know what? There's more I'm here on earth to do. I can do more for my family and help other people as well. And that's what's important. He didn't get stuck or didn't succumb to the enemy of success. All right. And so that's very important, because some people, you're doing nice, you're living comfortable. It's okay. Some of us are out there, many people out there sailing through pandemics. I'm reading an article about all these online companies that are just flourishing during these times. And it's like, well, not everybody's doing that. So we're here, Mr. Delco's here, Monisha Delco's here to help you get your dreams and goals. And by doing that, it helps Mr. Delco, Monisha, and us get our dreams and goals. Over to you, Mr. Tyrone.
Thank you, man. Everybody's on fire this morning. Mr. Dante Taylor, you on fire. Mr. Dalco on fire. Miss Valerie Best had to bring the magic this morning. I just want to say one thing. I hope everybody got that because I heard it too. And I love what he said. The pen, the little pen, that's the words. That's the logic. That's the information. And I can throw that at you all day and it'll hit you. It'll touch you. It might even move you. But when I take that pen and I attach that pen to an iron rod and I throw it at you, it will now penetrate your skin and break and touch your heart. That's what emotion does, and that's why it's so important. Logic is great, it might move you, but that emotion touches people, man. The emotion about what we do. You need to take this business personal. Get emotional about it. Dream big, don't anybody steal your dream. Thank you very much, Ms. Valerie Best. Now running around today, got a few things to take care of. God bless, Wealth Builders Worldwide. What do we say? Oh, and one more thing. Team, you guys are absolutely incredible. You're getting the word out. Unbelievable. I mean, you're getting the word out. What we've done in 24 hours, 48 hours is crazy. And we're just getting started. You're a leader. You're here now. You're a millionaire. You are a millionaire. I'm just telling you so you realize it. God bless. Back to you, Mr. Dante Taylor.
First off, good to see your face, Sister Valerie Best, this morning. Oh, man, you always make me smile because you are always, I don't think I've ever seen you and you weren't smiling. So it's definitely, we always hear your voice. It was such a pleasure to see your face this morning, Sister Val. Thank you so much for all that you do. Yes, family, that is the dream team. Over 100 years of freedom. Like I said, if Mike is trying to teach you how to dunk, or Magic is trying to teach you how to throw that no look, you might want to listen. You definitely just might want to listen. And brother, I'm glad that you said that you had a comment because I was about to put my brother on the spot, but I'm glad that he is in the building as well. Before we get to the Q&A, there is a special individual to myself. He himself and his wife, ever since the first day I met them, they embraced me as their little brother, have been there for me, two of the greatest people that I know. But I want to bring to the platform one of the greatest communicators that I have ever heard or seen personally or on TV. I like to personally call him the linguist. You guys know and love him. We're talking about the kryptonite himself, Pastor Dr. Patrice Gordon. Come on in here and communicate with us, family.
Good morning, Brother Dante. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Best. Good morning, all Wealth Builders Worldwide. This is the Kryptonite. And listen, Brother Dante, I'm telling you, I am loving and feeling this power call this morning. I have got to indulge and borrow one of the greatest quotes of a dear brother of mine, Brother Khalito Muhammad. He always tells us, ladies and gentlemen, thank God for life and another day to get it right. That's how I feel about this launch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm reminded of one of the greatest spokesmen ever on the planet by the name of Solomon. What Solomon told us was that time and chance happens to everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at ground zero all over again. And that's why I'm so excited about everything that is going on. The only thing you have to do is to shut down the noise that's around you. And remember this, I always go by this principle. I used to care what other people thought about me until I realized that their opinions don't pay my bills. Shout out to the team, lovely Lady Lisa and all Wealth Builders Worldwide. Back to you, Brother Dante. Ahoo.
That's my man, 100 grand, Pastor Dr. Patrice Gordon. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes. Shout out to my sister, Lady Lisa. What's up, sister? I love you. Thank you so much, Pastor Patrice. We got 1/3 of the Taylor gang in the building, the millennial. Y'all already know him. Y'all gonna hear him this weekend. Brother Matthew Taylor, come on in here and talk to his family.
Yes, Brother Dante Taylor. Brother, you on point today, my man. You know, hashtag Taylor gang. You already know.
Thanks, sir.
Bro, all I'm going to say is this. I did a live stream this morning talking about transition, how we're adapting to transition. And Dr. Patrice, he hit the hammer on the nail. What we're doing is literally life-changing. And so I'm excited because just like, people see me doing the garden stuff, there's a season where, you know, you're buried, and Tyler Perry talked about it. Even Bitcoin, the idea is buried, but we're planting, and even though the season is changing and there's frost on the ground and everything looks crazy, we are still thriving. We are still growing because we are about to reap a harvest that the world has never seen. So all I'm gonna say is keep planting, keep sowing, guys, because seed, time, and harvest. We about to enter into the harvest, y'all. I'm excited. Go back to brother.
Yes, I'm telling you, hey, we pumped. And brother, let me just say this. I'm loving your gardens. I'll be checking it out. Hey, you inspire me, brother. I gotta drop some seeds myself. It's about that time. Thank you for sharing that. I know that's reaching out to a lot of people. I know a lot of people are seeing it. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate that. Now, y'all hold on to your seatbelts really quick. Now we're talking about somebody communicating with emotion. Man, y'all better hold on. You already know what time it is. My sister Sherry Breezy is in the building, and she has something she wants to say. Sister Sherry Brown, come on in and talk to us, sister.
Good morning, Tay. Power on the tongue, baby. Life or death. Come on now. But I'm going to calm down because I really, really want you guys to hear what I have to say. Man, model someone who is already successful because success leaves clues, says Tony Robbins. Now, look, guys, we have your Michael Dalco. We have your Manisha Dalco. We have the whole Best family. Come on now. All right. We have those models. And when we're talking about words, do you really catch this? Come a little closer. Do you understand that Michael Dalco, member of the GS Partners Leadership Council? Do you think about that? And where is he? Who is he? He's a wealth builder for life. You have that model. And it was so amazing because I was watching one of his streams and he was like, I told y'all to get Bitcoin. I told y'all to stack up on that Bitcoin. What you understand that in the leadership position that he is in, he can't go into detail and tell us everything. And you should respect that because that shows honor and integrity. But what that model does is that he leaves clues.
Yes.
He's dropping all kind of clues. You got to pay attention to the small thing. Get Bitcoin. Don't go into that. Oh, why should we do that? Now, a lot of people are scrambling, trying to get their app set up where they can get Bitcoin and do this, that, and the other. He said this last year. Listen to the clues. And I'm going to tell you like Tanisha Glaspie says it. I just do what the millionaires do. Do you want to be successful? Look for the clues and don't ask no questions. Let's go.
I gotta go. I got to go. Boy, this is a power-packed Thursday, Tell the Truth Thursday power call. Hey, you guys, I hope you are taking notes. Hope you're really listening. Thank you, Sister Sherry. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Brother Matthew. Thank you to our leadership. Man, this is it's one of those days, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now I think it is time to hear from you. Yes, it is now time for the Q&A portion of the power call. This is where if you are a guest, or even if you're an OG veteran, this is where you get your questions answered. This is where you're able to celebrate your team, celebrate your team's accomplishments. Let's keep our comments brief. If you are on, as my brother Eric Teray Muhammad says, if you're on Planet Gold Rocks, I love that, brother Eric. Raise your hand. If you dialed in, press *9 to get into the queue. Thank you all for joining. We're going to try to get out of here in about the next 15 minutes or so. So let's try to keep this brief, 15 seconds or less. Let's see who we have in the building. All right. First leader in queue. I see you, sis. My sis, a leader amongst leaders, Sister Deb Nixon. You are live.
Good morning, Brother Dante. Mike Dalco and Mr. Best. Just this morning, I've had the same people from the past opportunity not see where they're going. So I just want to say this. On your tree of life, are you choosing to have greatness and go after your dreams, or are you choosing to have the branches of mediocrity? You don't come with us, that's fine with me. Give me your coins and I'll run with them. Ow, I'm out and I'm tired of the negativity. Don't bring it to me because I'm going to hang up on you. Ow.
Hey, that's right, sis. Hey, you guys, ignore the noise. Ignore the noise, and I'm with Sister Deb. Hey, and you guys that don't want your coins, I send you my personal information. Just run them this way. That's all to the good. Believe me. Let me not even go there. Thank you, Sister Deb. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Next leader in queue. Looks like we have Star Asset. You are live. Maybe muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
Yes, this is Ronald Smith from Killeen, Texas. I'd like to thank the Dalcos, the Top Bests, and the wives for bringing this platform to fruition. Thank you very much. It's very powerful. And everybody, be successful. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you for joining us this morning, brother. Really appreciate that. Make sure that you're in the building each and every day. Shout out to Killeen, Texas. I got my family down there. Shout out to the family down in Killeen. Next leader in queue is the Gold Man. You are live, brother Shar.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, family.
It's the Gold Man. Gold Man. Yeah, that's me. Hey, I just want to let everybody know this one simple thing. Excuses leave bruises on your ability to execute. I'm going to say it one more time. Your excuses leave bruises on your ability to execute. One more again. Excuses leave bruises on your ability to execute. Stop giving just go. Oh, I'm out.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you for joining us, this brother Shar. Next leader in queue. I think this is my brother. I think so.
Good morning, Brother Dante. Brother Dante Taylor, I'm telling you, man, what an absolutely great Tell the Truth Thursday power call, man. This is Reggie, part of the multi-millionaire Syntax Go Elite team here in Killeen, Texas. And let me tell you, man, from Mr. Eric Teray Muhammad's live stream and the unofficial pre-power call warm-up show by Kansu and what you've given us today, man, I am too excited to actually give you a coherent statement. So I'm just going to say, shout out to the team, my dear wife, Cynthia, my amazing sponsor and brother, Mr. Tim Scott, and Wealth Builders Worldwide. All together now. We got this. Let's go. Ow!
Ow! Hey, brother, I got one for you. Gold standard, gold standard, gold standard. That's my man. Yes, yes.
We got the gold.
Thank you, brother Reggie. That's right.
Right.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you joining us, family. Speaking of Killeen, in the building, my sister, Sister Tatiani, you are live, sis.
Brother Dante, you know I got to get my baby to sing that song. Baby, sing it! Oh, oh, oh! Yeah, Brother Dante, this is an amazing call. I got to tell you from last week, the nutrition for the mission turned into dessert. My baby said the cake blew up, and the Little Red Wagon is messy again this morning. Love you, miss you, mean it. Go after it. Ow.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sister, for joining us. Shout out to brother Tim. Hear you back there in the background, family. Glad to hear you each and every morning as we do. Dedicated soldiers, y'all. Next leader in queue, brother Samuel Jackson. You are live, family.
Good morning, Brother Dante Taylor. I'm chiming in from Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Just chiming in to congratulate everyone on their success, to give a shout out to the greatest leadership in the world, and to say, free people, enjoy this. Back to you, sir.
Man, brother Samuel Jackson, thank you for joining us. I love what you say, free people, because that's what we're doing, y'all. We're freeing people all over the world. So you have no choice but to enjoy this, y'all. Enjoy this ride. I'm telling you, it's like nothing you've ever done or seen before. Next leader in queue, my family, Brother Roger Joe. You are live.
Shalom, Mr. Dante Taylor, World's Worldwide family. This is Roger Joe plugged in. Let my voice amazing call. Let's go get it. Oh!
Oh, Brother Roger Joe in the building, y'all. Thank you for joining us this morning, family. Next leader in queue, we have Corley RC64. You are live.
Millionaires, millionaires, millionaires. This is Renetta Corley calling out of South Carolina, and I would like to say, "Ow, ow, ow," and have a wonderful day.
Ow, ow, ow. Thank you for joining us, Sister Renetta. Good to hear your voice this morning. Next leader in queue, we got K2X Soldier. You are live, family.
Greetings, World Builders Worldwide. This is Brother Keith Hollins Muhammad out of Atlanta, Georgia. Glad to be on the call.
Brother Keith, what's going on, sir?
Yes, sir, my brother. Hey, you got it. Hey, man, continue to do a fabulous job like you're always doing. I have a question. Right now, we're in the first stages of the soft launch and going to the launch on the 15th. Now, we presented, to many, hey, real quick, would you spend $149 one time to potentially make over $200,000 in the next 3 to 12 months? But now, I heard Mr. Dalco say, and it was really, really simple. He said, all we do is sign them up and get them to get an airdrop. Airdrop is basically you paying $99 for 4,999 G999 coins, and you duplicate that. You find 3 that would do it. Okay, but now it's like the horse before the cart. When you say the 149, it may trip some people up because that doesn't start until the 15th. But right now, you have a chance, if you did it in 9 days, to make over $151,000. But you don't want to throw all that out. So how do you keep it simple? You wait till they come in and just say, just sign up and just get an airdrop, boom, and just keep it moving. And then whatever they accumulate, even if they didn't have any money, they can make money just by doing that and have the 149 or whatever. But anyway, what's the best way to simplify that?
Let me throw something at you. Thank you for that, brother. So this is a great question, and this is not a training call, but I really like that this question came up on this call, because the more people we can get this mindset to, the better. What's happening is people are running forward into phase 2. Phase 2 is the pre-launch, where we get our starter package and our larger package, right? We're not there. Where are we? We're right here. Soft launch. Sign up for free, learn your back office, get an airdrop, and show everybody in the world how to do just those 2. Don't worry about the gold, silver, the diamonds, the bundles, the launch, where we're having the meeting next, and don't worry about it. In this moment, get in this moment. What are we doing in this moment? Are we learning all the intricacies? And no, we're learning in this moment. Get your account set up. Send some Bitcoin over there and get the airdrop. And teach everybody in the world that you can, as fast as possible, to do those 2 things. Don't worry about anything else. Now, I know that's completely against the grain of what human beings, we like to know, we like to plan, we like to be ahead of the pack. Sherry Brown said it. How do you get ahead of the pack? That was 3 weeks ago. We were too busy trying to figure out when all of this was going to get fixed 3 weeks ago, when we were saying, get Bitcoin and hold it in the wallet. Set up your GS trade, do your KYC. We were doing step by steps. Now the step we're in, if you can get people to stay in this moment, just huddle and congregate in this moment. Get your GS Partners account from your sponsor's link. Send some Bitcoin over there and get the airdrop or the masternode or the staker, and show everybody in your sphere of influence how to do just that, bro. We're done. That's it.
That's it. Thank you, Mr. Delco. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Muhammad. Appreciate you joining us as well. That's it, family. We're in phase 1. We're gonna stay in phase 1 till we get to phase 2. Hey, Eric B. and Rakim said it the best. Follow the leader. Just follow the leader. We have great leadership. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you joining us, family. Next leader in queue, we have 804-418. You are live.
Hey, family, this is Sister Dawn from Richmond, Virginia. Ah-ooh, ah-ooh, ah-ooh. I'm excited and pumped up about this opportunity. Thank you to the leadership. Thank you to people on my team. Thank you to Eric Teray Muhammad that keeps it real every morning at 8 a.m. We're going on to the Millionaire Circle. Ah-ooh, ah-ooh, ah-ooh.
Ah-ooh. Thank you for joining us this morning, sister. Shout out to my brother, Eric Teray Muhammad. Yes, yes. Next leader in queue, moms, I see you. Sister CC Mahone, you are live.
Good morning, son. Can you hear me?
Yes, moms, loud and clear. How you doing this morning?
I am wonderful. Thank you. This was an excellent call, excellent pre-call. I just wanted to piggyback on what Mr. Dalco said, because Mr. Best said a long time ago, he said, if you don't care who gets the credit, you will get flat out rich in this opportunity. So we have to get our egos out of the way, follow the leaders, and just do what they tell you to do. I am so excited because I've been 7 years waiting for this, for such a time as this. So I just want to thank all of you, all of the leaders, and thank my sponsor. Back to you.
Mom's dropping knowledge this morning. Thank you, Sister CC. Really appreciate you for joining us this morning. Shout out to Auntie, Sister Demawi as well. Really appreciate you guys. Next, Auntie is in the building. Other half of those two sisters, Sister Demawi, Auntie, you are live.
Good morning, nephew. It's a great
Good
day
morning.
to be alive and a great day to be in Wealth Builders Worldwide. I want to apologize because I wasn't able to get in on the call in time this morning. So if this has already been addressed, my question is, when I got my link on the 1st, I registered, no problem. Everybody that I have sent my link to has not been able to register. I know there was a glitch and it was supposed to be fixed last night and all that, but is there any latest news on why someone wouldn't be able to get in?
Mr. Delco, are you able to answer that, sir?
I'll try my best. So, Mr. Maui, if you could text me your link. So let me test it. Let me try it. It's blockchain. It should work. Sometimes people are, when you're writing your link, when you're creating your username, you might say, if I say Michael L, I'll be MICHAEL space EL. That space breaks your link. There's no spaces. So I'm glad this came up. But text me what you think your link is. Go to your back office and go down to where it says your referral link. Click that clipboard. Don't try to copy and paste it, because sometimes you'll add a space or you'll do something. Click that clipboard and text that to me, and let me click on it and see if it brings up your referral link.
Okay. Thank
and
you
then
so
we'll go
much.
from there. Yes, ma'am. You got my number, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Hi guys, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just have a little feedback on that. I had somebody that was having a hard time this morning, and what I discovered is that they had used a capital letter inside of the address. So they had a capital G because you're trying to write it yourself. So I just want to reiterate what Mr. Dalco said. It's much better if you touch that clipboard than when you try to write it yourself. Because once I took the link that she had and I removed the capital letters and put them all back down to lowercase, her link went right through. So I hope that helps too.
Brother Kansu, a leader amongst leaders. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, Auntie, what is that?
I just said thank you, nephew. My other nephew.
No doubt.
You're welcome, Auntie.
Kansu in the building, y'all. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate that. Actually, you helped me out with that as well. So yeah, appreciate that. All righty, let's see if we can get a couple more in here really quick. Let's see who we have. Okay, brother Wendell Osborne, you are live, family.
Mr. Dante, can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, sir. How you doing this morning?
I am fantastic. Minister of Fun back online. Hey, guys. Jumped in the Uber yesterday. Didn't ask a question. You look at ways to make more money. He said, no, not really. Conversation kept going. He said something about crypto. Shouldn't have said that. Talked a little bit about G999, got his phone number that quick in a 7-minute car ride. Talk to everybody. Fellow millionaires, I love everything y'all doing. Leadership, appreciate everything you guys are doing. Ow, ow, ow.
Ow, ow, ow. Minister of Fun in the building. Thank you for joining us this morning, family. Really appreciate that. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude the Q&A portion of the Power Call today. It is getting close to the top of the hour. We want to make sure that we give our presenter time. I believe the man with the plan, Brother Sue, is coming up. So we definitely want to make sure that we allow him time to get everything straight and give you guys time. Get a little water break, restroom break if necessary, and make sure you get right back here and put your face into place. But before we get out of here, a couple housekeeping things real quick. We want to make sure that everyone, ladies and gentlemen, we have an influx of new teammates, new family members. You want to make sure that no matter what, you are linking them with our team website, and that is www.mywbw.net. Some of you guys may know it as wealthbuildersworldwide.info. Either site, they're the same site, but make sure that you plug your people in to our own team website. Like I told you, that's the playbook, ladies and gentlemen. The map and everything is back there in our back office. So make sure you plug your people in, ladies and gentlemen. It is highly important. So before we get up out of here, we are going to go back to our illustrious leadership for last words and closing comments. Mr. Dalco, I don't know if you are still available, but if you are, last words and closing comments, over to you, sir.
Phenomenal call, brother. Back to you.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate all that you do. Thank you, sir. Shout out to Sister Mo again. Sister Valerie. Hey, last words, closing comments from the best household. How you doing, sister?
Hi, just fine. Okay. I'm just going to say that was a great call. Okay. Phenomenal call. Let's get busy, man. We got work to do. Ow.
Right. Ow. Thank you, Sister Valerie Best, closing out for the best household. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Lastly, take a screenshot of this slide right here. This is our leadership. This is our schedule of events. This is everything Wealth Builders Worldwide. Make sure that you are plugged into our Wealth Builders Worldwide Telegram group as well. Shout out to Tanisha Glaspie, all of the leadership that keeps us informed, that keeps us up to date with everything that's going on. So now, in the words of my brother Big Pill, you already know what's going down. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting something fresh. We are starting something new, but we are still together as a team, just to know that we're not starting all over. We're still linked as a family. I love it. So when you know that, and you know that your words are powerful, and how you communicate this information to the masses is key. Know that you have the support that you need. And when you have the support that you need, you know, you should feel like a winner. You should feel like a boss. So take a look at yourself in the mirror. Dust yourself off if you need to. Pop your collar. Oh, I ain't got my WBW hookup on. Forget it. Oh, well. Anyway, dust yourself off. Take a look at yourself in the mirror and know that as long as you are on this team that's called Wealth Builders Worldwide, you don't have a choice. You are a millionaire by choice. And more importantly, in Wealth Builders Worldwide, all we do, say it with me, family, is win. I'm out. Peace.
All I do is win.